Hi everyone. This is the day 23 of MERN series, and today we'll basically take a short recap of our whatever we have seen or whatever we have learned so far yet in our backend MERN series, and that is something I'm going to show you. Today there is no fresh topic and no implementation based something that I'm going to show you. This is just a recap, and after this, we'll come up with a new. There are two, three topics that I need to cover after this. So we'll wrap up soon, and I'll also show you how you can deploy this in your backend as a as your and make your own API, so you can use it in your front end as well to create the amazing website. As well, we'll also continue this backburn series. After this, we going to basically ini- I'm going to initiate one React series in which I will use this backend API, and I'll show you how you can perform the correspondent task based on the our backend. And I'll show every functionality over there, whichever we have learned so far yet in our backend. And I mean, there are multiple of things that we can cover further. So yeah, this is just a recap. And so let me share my screen and show you the concept all that we have covered. So this is the README file which we have started initially. That is the stage one basic, which we have learned how we can create the basic server of that is the setup of if anyone wants to know how they can simply just if anyone who visit the first time on the GitHub repo, this is just an open source, and they can if they are getting if they might be confused. So all they have to do is they should just open this. Uh, they're supposed to open this README file, and they need to read this very carefully. And based on that file, they need to visit that file, and they can simply just understand the topic, whatever, and and they can follow the one series which I have uploaded every day on YouTube channel, which I've already shared on my LinkedIn post every day. And on the YouTube, I have provided the LinkedIn uh, as link as well. So if they want, they can go over there. They can just get the visit and watch the every video over there as well. So yeah, this is the stage one which we have seen in our day one video. How we can create the server, basic server, basically setup of the server. We have also learned user schema, the user model for the registration of users in our database, which we have seen. So, and we have created the user router for registration and login, test our API with, and we have used the Postman to test our API as well. And if I show you, let me just show you my database. So yeah, this is my database book management app. Inside this, I have two collections. That is one for the user's credentials to store the user credentials documents, and second is the books libraries inside wherein I have stored my uh, all the books. So you can see that initially we have created this credential, and after this, once we update, come up with the once we come up with the we have come up with the another uh, updated implementation, then we stored in this manner. Initially, it is simply just a implementation of how we can store our user credential. After this, I have provided the role. Then after this, we have seen that how we can store multiple roles as well, and we have also learned how we can build the auth system for for the user with the help of the JSON web token, that is JWT. You can go to the documentation and also check out over there. And after this, we have learned how we can create the schema for the books if we wanted to basically store the books. We have learned how we can create the schema and the models to create the books in that particular format in our database so we can store it. successfully. Only we will follow that pattern of the schema to store the books. Well, we have seen how we can create the router as well. We have we have performed successfully all the CRUD operations in this in the book routers. Uh, After this, we in the stage 7 we have also learned how we can build the auth system for authentication. For authentication, this is just a auth middleware, that means auth middleware to verify the token. So we have successfully able to created the middleware as well, auth middleware for the authentication. After this, we have created the authorization system for authorized person to perform CRUD on their own books. So only the basically it is just like a filter functionality, but not the filter exactly. Based on the user ID, it allows the authentication of the authorized person so they can perform the CRUD operations only their books. And if they want to read the books based on their user ID, they can only read their books, not somebody else's. So this is something we have learned here successfully, and after this we have uh, then we have learned how we can create the role-based access control, which is the actual authorization system to give the access of only few users who can create the books. So basically, based on the based access, we can actually have the control over the CRUD operations in our database based on this. So I can only allow the few person, let's say 3 or 4%. Let's say if I have hundreds of people and they are accessing my database to read the books, right? So I only want a few trusted persons, let's say 2%, and I only want them to be the creator or be the basically someone special that has the access to get the basically create the books and update the books. I don't want them to delete the books. So they are that is when the role-based access comes into the picture. And it is very easy and well quite enough to authorize the person. And then we have learned how to implement search the books. It basically a search functionality, how to implement the search functionality by the books of title. Basically, we'll search. We have learned this how we can search for the books in our books router method, get method, and after this we have also learned how we have also seen how we can filter the books by author. And after this, yesterday we have learned how we can sort the books based on ascending and descending. So this is the quite recap that we you can simply just get, and if you read the readme file of this open source, and you will get the idea of what we have learned so far yet. And I will add some of the topics after this. Now, so you will get the idea of a complete backend, how you can create your own API. Basically, you will learn how you can basically make your own API, and you will use it as a and you will also learn how we can deploy it. So you can use it in your front end as well successfully. So that's it. This is just a quick recap of the video, and let me show you the database of the books as well. So we'll wrap up this. This is the last one. So yeah, we have created the simple books initially, and after this we have implemented one by one. That is, we have implemented and updated our books libraries collection. That is, we have updated with a user ID and the username for the basically auth system for the auth system based on the auth system. And after this, we have provided the role as well. So based on the role, we have created the books here. You can see that after this, we have come up with the we put the role as well, who is the creator. They can create the books. And after this, we have seen successfully how we can ask the author as well. So for the filter functionality. So yeah, this is it about today's video. And if you have something question, you can simply just drop off in the comments and on the LinkedIn post and, and check out the link YouTube video as well if you want a full length flash video. If you want a full length of video, because sometimes you might get missed out. Not every time, but in one or two video, maybe you will not get the better clarity, but you can simply check out the full length of video on the YouTube channel, which I have provided in my LinkedIn post. So yeah, this is it about today. Thank you everyone. Have a great week and have fun. Good night.